Today I wanted to talk to you about the sermon that I gave on January 3rd, where I had the honor and privilege of sharing the 2021 theme, New. And it's the idea of God, even in the midst of chaos, is creating something new, something that's better and greater than what we experienced before 2020. And the first step to experiencing this new that God has for us is naming the pain. And I never could have imagined what would happen a few days later. The siege on Capitol Hill and the hell that we experienced here on earth. It's hard enough to name our pain under normal circumstances, but especially when we've experienced the shock of what happened last week, I think it makes it even harder. And so there are a few things that we can do to access our feelings. Keep in mind that the Spirit has been preparing us for this sacred moment, and He's inviting us into this moment. And so if we could take a deep breath, if we could just sit, get comfortable, and take a deep breath, and as we breathe in, acknowledge that the Spirit is here, and as we breathe out, acknowledge that we can take the risk, we can be vulnerable. And so breathe in, the Spirit's here, and breathe out, I can risk. Another very helpful and powerful tool that we can use to help access our feelings are songs or poetry or images. We look at the images that Kotz shared with us on Sunday. And when we think about COVID-19, one of the last statistics that I heard was that one person dies every 8 minutes. Look at a picture of your family. This picture is our family Christmas card, which is really meant to be funny, but it is an image of how COVID-19 has negatively affected our family. So as you listen to this music or read the poetry or look at these images, notice what is stirring inside you. Notice what emotions are coming to the surface. And it's usually during this time when you start to attach a value to your feelings, where you may think this is wrong or this is bad, and why do I feel this way? And just allow those judgments and that criticism to come, but then allow them to pass. And ask the Spirit to remind you that this is a no judgment, no criticism zone. And as you feel the emotion and the pain surfacing, allow yourself the freedom to feel them, to feel the anger, to feel the horror, to feel the helplessness or the hopelessness, the sadness. Allow your heart to break. Allow the irritation to exist and to be expressed. And it's at this point where you may want to shut it down because it is so uncomfortable. It is so hard to do. I would encourage you to journal, to write them down, and to memorialize this sacred space that you've just experienced with the Spirit. If you need, there's a list of emotions that you can find on the internet or on our website or in our e-bulletin. We have the Fuel Up list of emotions, and use that list and look at all of the emotions and try to identify and name what you were experiencing, were feeling, what was stirring inside you as you were looking, at the images, or as you were listening to the song or reading the poetry. And as the final step, spend some time thanking the Spirit for this sacred moment where you were able to, together, to experience and express the pain and the feelings that were inside you, that you honored your heart and you honored your pain. You see, God created us as people with emotions, as well as people who have the ability to have reason and have logic, and that both are needed. Both are so necessary. And that as we name our pain, then we can enter into that process of letting go of our pain, of co-creating with the Spirit and transforming our pain so that we can experience this new that God desires for us as individuals, for us as a church family, and for us as a nation. That we'll be able to experience heaven together now, and we'll be able to co-create and experience heaven together as we move forward.